Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lady Nika, and with Shit Talking Saturday, I ain't get on for Fuck Shit Friday because, well, hell, just being honest, I ain't feel like it. I rested yesterday, got me some rest in, and now I done jumped up on this good Saturday that the Lord hath made. Amen. And here I am to do Fuck Shit Friday. Shit Talking Saturday. Um, I'll do Queen Sugar after I do this video here. I don't know how long this video is going to be, cause I got a lot of stories in. I just really just want to talk, Hold on. Plus, like I said, I just want to do a little talking, or whatnot, to y'all today. So we're gonna do this, and then I'll come back with the review and stuff. Thank you to the people who answered my survey question on Facebook. Like I told y'all, I do visit Instagram and Twitter sometime. I don't do the Snapchat thing at all, but I do come through, and every now and again I check Twitter. I don't be on the shit like that. That's why I don't really care about those two accounts. I just come through and do what I'm gonna do or see what I'm gonna see, and I keep it moving. That's how we do it over here. Most interactions that you want to have with me, you might want to do it through Facebook or emailing me. I don't accept everybody on Facebook. Sometimes it takes me a minute to get to you because I make sure that you really want to come to my page to, as a supporter, and not somebody just lurking on my page to see what they can screenshot and send it to somebody who don't like me so they could be talking to me or saying shit about me or whatnot. That's it right there. So you want to hit me up on Facebook. I might not immediately accept you, but if your intentions are good, I'll accept you in, and we'll take it from there. That's where you can conversate with me on the on a more consistent basis, cause I know I don't always be over on those other social media websites. Okay. So, with that being said, let's talk about some shit that's going on in the world today. Now, y'all know last weekend, I do believe, was the 15th memorial of the 9/11 attacks, okay? And, rest in peace to all those who lost their lives at that time, and to the families who are still probably mourning today. And I want to send my prayers out to those who are still feeling the effects of 9/11 15 years later. I understand what a national tragedy like that could possibly do to a person. Trust me, I know very well. I mean, it wasn't the same thing, but it still was a disaster nonetheless. Katrina will live in our hearts for those of us in Louisiana for probably the remainder of our damn lives. We ain't never gonna fucking forget what we went through. Okay? So, like I said, it was the 15th anniversary, and Democratic presidential hopeful Hillary Clinton was attending some of the services when she practically almost passed out. Okay, now she said she wasn't feeling good prior to that. It was hot or whatever, and she got dizzy. Now, when we saw the pics, it looked like she was about to pass out. Now, they saying that the lady was heat exhausted, and they're saying she has pneumonia. I don't know. I done been heat exhausted before, but I ain't never, that didn't look like that to me. They say she traveled with a doctor with her all the time, and that ain't good either. So, I don't know. Hillary, don't kill yourself trying to get in the White House. I understand that, this has been probably a dream of yours for quite some time, and it would be very monumental for a woman to be sitting in the chair of the leader of the free world. It would be. But your life means more to your family and your friends and yourself than trying to do something that may not be for you. I'm not counting you out. I'm not counting you out. I'm just saying that it's kind of, that's a girl. Take care of yourself. You got to. You only get one you. Okay? You only get one you. So my prayers go out to her that she, feels better soon. I do remember a couple of months ago, Hillary did have a bout of coughing. She did it twice. I seen it once on the breakfast show, and I also seen her do that. I don't remember where else it was, but it was like a 2 to 3 little minute coughing thing she went through where she couldn't, get herself together. But she eventually did. And I understand you trying to get in that White House, child. And like I said, I would love to see you there. But I don't want to see you kill yourself to get there. So, okay. Please take care of yourself. And my prayers are out to Hillary Clinton. Okay. Next, we're going to talk about somebody I never thought was a Class A reader, but Colin Powell. Apparently, DC leaked Colin Powell's personal emails, and he spoke on Hillary Clinton, amongst others, but namely, he did speak on Hillary. And child, he said he respects her as a friend, but he doesn't want to vote for her. Those were his words. He also went on to say, and I quote, a 70-year-old person with a long track record, unbridled ambition, and greedy, non-transformer, with a greedy husband that's still dicking down bimbos at home. Child, Colin is a fool with it, okay? I pretty much know that Hillary know what Bill doing, but, some people just stay together. Some people just stay together for various reasons, and I think that Hillary stuck around all this time because she got an agenda of her own, and I think we're seeing it come to fruition right now as we watch her try to get into this White House. They saying that we know that Bill liked the blondes, and they saying that he be having them in and out the house while Hillary is out on the campaign trail. And like I said, I'm sure she got her sights on the presidency right now. I don't think Hillary give a damn, tell you the truth. Bill was a good look for her and also a catalyst in possibly getting her in that White House. So, sometimes we do what we gotta do. I don't know what it is, okay? Most of these conversations were between him and Condoleezza Rice. Go figure. Never thought those two, I know that they were, cabinet members at the same time, but I ain't never think they would have them kind of conversations. And whoever thought that Colin was a good reader, but he did that, child. Neither camp has responded, far as I know right now, but, tell you the truth, child, I just feel hopeless anyway when it comes to this upcoming presidential election, because either way, America is going to go through some more changes with either one of them. I mean, she's a known liar. Trump is just a damn fool. And that's why I implore everybody to use your heart and use your conscience when going to the polls in a few months, okay? That's all I have to say about that. Now, let's move on to some bullshit. Panda famed rapper designer with the 2 eyes was arrested the other day. Apparently, someone called in saying that he was brandishing a gun, and of course, police quickly arrived and found a loaded gun and some 300 pills. Now, police thought it was meth at first, but come to find out it was actually the steroids prescribed by a doctor for the driver of Panda's vehicle. So, he was later released, and when he was released, we also found out that there was no loaded gun, so that was a lie too. So, Panda, child, keep doing what you're doing. I love your energy. I wish I had a 10th of your energy most days. Hell, I wish I had a 10th of your energy today, honey. But yeah, that's what happened with him. I don't know why people choose to lie like they do, but they did. But, it didn't prosper. He got out. He has no charges coming against him for that. And those pills were not methamphetamines. They were, in fact, steroid pills prescribed to the person who's supposed to be around him, which is the driver of that car, okay? So, Panda, watch your back, baby. You know what kind of society we live in. I don't want to see them get you. So keep doing what you're doing if you're doing the right thing. Now, let's talk about this teacher over in Atlanta, Miss Patrice Brown. She came under public scrutiny because Not for nothing, not for nothing. That lady got a nice shape, and some people were upset that she's teaching fourth grade, and she wears what appears to be very shapely, form-fitting club dresses. Okay, now like I said, I don't fool around with Instagram, but when the story first broke and I started seeing it across my Facebook feed, I did log into my account, and I'm glad I did, because later on she locked the account up, but I did catch some of her pictures. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I didn't have a problem with what she had on. I really didn't. We living in 2016 where fashions have changed. What did y'all think she was gonna look like? When I take Jalen to school, which is, for those of y'all been following me, y'all know that's my 5-year-old grandson that I treat like my son, okay? But when I go to school, when I drop Jalen off at school, went to back to school night and everything, I seen quite a few teachers that, you know, they got nice bodies. Ain't nothing you can do. Only way you're going to be able to hide that woman's body is if she put on clothes that's maybe 2 sizes too big. And to me, that's crazy. I'm more concerned with if the kids like her and if she is actually teaching what she's supposed to be teaching. Is her children, is her students learning? Is she like a Miss Valdez from over there on the Queen Sugar? That's what I wants to know. You know, and if she's that type of teacher, then I'm not all that concerned about how she's dressing. Now, the Atlanta public school system did, because they were forced to make a statement concerning this because of the media outcry about this woman's attire. They said that they have discussed with Miss Brown. First they said she was a teacher, something like a teacher's aide or something like that. I don't care about that. Then they said that they had spoken with her about the policies concerning social media usage and her clothing attire, and that she understood everything. And so she won't be, I don't think, from what I read, from the last thing I read about that, which was Friday, yesterday, she still has her job, okay? But she did lock down her account and she removed some of those pictures. My thing is this right here, and I'm not trying to offend nobody when I say this. My goal as a parent was to make sure that that teacher was certified to do what she's saying she can do. How well does she interact with her students? And was my children learning something? The least of my concerns is what she's wearing, because these are 4-year-olds, okay? These are not teenage boys with raging hormones and things like that. These are children. These are little kids still play with building block and Lincoln logs, okay? That's what she's dealing with. And I think that a lot of people got upset with this lady about her attire were female, and probably women who don't have the shape that she does. No matter what she put on, in my opinion, because all of this is my opinion. In my opinion, what she put on shouldn't be as important as what's the message that she's putting out there. My thing is this: you don't know what your children may already be subjected to. Can't no parent tell me, unless you got a silver spoon born in your mouth and you are at home mom, that you with your kids 24 hours a day. And even if you that type of person, you still gotta let them go to school. So when they go to school, they got peers who may be on the internet, on sites they shouldn't. So, and plus, are you watching what are you censoring, policing what the hell they watch on TV? Because every channel I go to ain't, if you ask me nowadays, it's not family friendly. You know, that's just the way I see it. They're not family-friendly programs that much on TV. It's certain channels that are dedicated to doing that, being family-free. But for the most part, your kids are sitting up there. They done seen a titty pop out. They done seen a sex scene. They done seen somebody kissing to the point of where you can tell what's going to happen next. His clothes is about to come out. Are you policing that as hard as you're policing her clothes? If that woman doing what she's supposed to do in that schoolhouse and those kids are learning and they like her, then let it ride. Now, I understand that she say she's not going, she gonna try to tone it down. But a woman built like that is going to, no matter what she put on, you're going to be able to see that. And one thing is for certain, in all of her pictures that I did see on Instagram before she locked her account down, I didn't see her boobies exposed. I didn't see her with nothing on that was all up her ass. I didn't see any of that. All I saw was a woman with a nice shape that dresses like she's fashion forward. You can't knock her for being like that, you know. Now, I see if she was up in there putting it all in the kids' faces and they didn't, you know, confusing the hell out of them, or if she was not doing her job and her children, her students were failing or whatnot, I can understand in that time if you wanted to attack her and say, well, maybe it's because you know, you ain't got the right shit on. That's why they ain't, you know, liking on you or what's not. I hate to have two shirts on because I be feeling snug as hell. But anyway, I don't know what you expect her to look like. This is 2016. This is a fashion era we live in. You cannot expect her to look like Miss Ingalls off Little House on the Prairie. And she is not them ladies from My Amish Life. Okay? Now, she had outfits on, her little dress, the little rose color one. I think maybe she should have probably draped something over the top part because it is form fitted. You can see she has a very shapely body, but it's really not much that lady's gonna be able to do to hide that. And I wouldn't be worried about that. You know, talk to your children, parents. That's what I say. Talk to your children. When they get ready, when they are of age to where they can walk out that door and go to school without your, you know, without your supervision all day, conversations need to be started at that moment. Now, I ain't saying just go on and give them the birds and the bees all at one time, but make them aware of what they're dealing with in this world that we live in today. A lot of people that have a problem with that, y'all come from an era, like much like myself, where we had to sneak if we wanted to know anything about adult type of things, okay? We didn't have it at our disposal the way these kids do. They got cell phones, iPads, they got social media, they got everything. This is a technology age, so the parenting skills have to change along with the time that we're in. And right now, I think parents need to start talking to their children. Put your children up on game early. I know a lot of people say, I want to preserve the innocent. Preserving the innocent will have your child caught up in situations they don't need to be in, possibly hurt, you know, or issues going on inside the home that could have been avoided if you had a conversation. We can't do it like how the old people used to do it back in the day and just send the kids to the room, because when you send them to the room, they gonna cut on their internet or they gonna cut on their TV and something sexual is going to roll across their TV screens. You can't watch your child 24 hours a day. Most of us work for a living and we can't supervise everything. We watch as much as we possibly can, but we can't just 100% know every move our children are making. You don't know what their little friends and them is talking about sometimes. Yeah, we try to be mindful parents. We try to be vigilant parents when it comes to the bullshit in our children's life and what they intake. But your kids are going to get something from somewhere at some point in time. So if you start the conversations early, the likelihood that they will get caught up in stuff lessens. Put your children up on how this world is that we live in today. Yes, it does rob your children somewhat of their youth and their innocence when they have to learn this. But would you rather be the bearer of the news, or let they little friend who had misinformation from somebody else come and tell your child things? Or do you want to be the person that puts it in their head to where they can understand and they can ask questions following it? That's my question to you. Stop focusing on what this woman wear. I'm glad she says she gonna go on and tone down a little bit so it can calm some of y'all down. But I promise you, I honestly believe, and again, remember, everything I say on my channel is my personal opinion. So don't attack her. And really, you can't attack me, but if you try, just know that I give what I get, okay? Straight up, I give what I get. If you come at me with respect, I'm going to come back at you with respect. You get down there and you talk to me crazy, rest believe I'm going to cuss you the fuck out and get you off my channel. And I ain't going to delete nothing because I don't have to delete. I leave a lot of comments sitting there so people can see. I'm not one of them bitches that's going to sit here and let you believe that everything said to me is kind. No, I get a lot of hate. A lot of hate. And it's cool, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the type of bitch that breaks over stuff like that, but I'm also no longer that woman that be quiet and let you just do it. Now, if you on your channel talking shit, that's you. But if you come to my channel with that shit, I'm going to get you together all the way real quick, fast, and in a hurry. Because respect is given to those who respect first, okay? And that's just how I feel about that. That's all I have to say about Miss Patrice. Girl, I wish you luck. I'm sorry you had to go through that because that was crazy. I honestly believe them people that you work with every day ain't had no problem with your clothes. Even if it was wrong, they knew that you was dressing like that and nobody pulled you to the side. It took for something to go viral on the internet and haters to start talking for people to say something. And I ain't gonna say haters, I take that back. People who are overly concerned or maybe concerned, they ain't living in reality. That's what I feel. I feel like you can't be living in reality if you more concerned with how this lady look teaching small kids who probably don't know too much about sexuality or none of that other stuff. And if they do, they should have learned it from you so that don't bother them. She can't change how she was shaped. What she's supposed to do? Start buying her clothes two sizes too big just to hide what God gave her? Or what is your solution for that? What do you want her to do? No matter what she put on, if she buy it in her size, it's going to accentuate the fact that she is a shapely woman. At the end of the day, what is she teaching? Do her children that she teach, are they learning? Do they like her? That's most important to me. Are you teaching my grandson? Not what you got on. As long as I ain't seeing the crack of your ass or your titties, you good with me, girl. You good with me. So, social media is a trip, child. I swear to God, people do the most with the least. I promise you. Let me move on to something else. Anyway, next story that I want to talk about is Stevie J and Faith Evans. Is they dating? Now, in the blogs, it said a couple months back that's why Jocelyn had cut up Stevie clothes and bleached them because she found out. I wasn't, it wasn't said on the show that they were messing around, but however, the blogs did report that. And to be honest with y'all, I don't care. I really don't care. Stevie can do whatever he wants to. I really don't care. Hold on. I gotta. Sorry about that, y'all. This is something I had to do. And unfortunately, I am recording by my phone right now. But I could have went ahead on and did it with the... Okay. I hope that didn't interrupt nothing. But yeah, I'm doing it by phone right now. So something came up. I had to say something back right then. Sorry about that. But yeah. Child, back to what I was saying. I don't care what Faith doing in her life. And I don't care what Stevie doing. Them two consenting adults. If they date, they date. I ain't know Faith wasn't married no more. I mean, considering the fact... Well, okay. Anyway, we're going to move on. Now, let's talk about The Real. It premiered season 3 without Tamar. What she missed, y'all? I ain't never watched the shit no way, so I wouldn't know if the girl was a big part of the show or not. I don't know. What I do know is it was rumored that Tamar unfollowed Toya Wright and who else? Monica, and after they premiered on there. I mean, you know, they did their little episode on there with the girls and talked and stuff. Child, before she left the show, I ain't hear a whole lot about The Real, and I never bothered to click on the channel or nothing like that. But if you were following them ladies and you decided that because they appeared on this show and you ain't on it no more, because I know everybody at The Real is your goddamn enemy right now. Why? I wouldn't unfollow them for that. And how y'all know it when people, that's something I always want to know. How y'all know when somebody is following somebody and when they ain't following somebody? I mean, how y'all make that determination right there? Is it like an app or something? I know that back when I used to do Twitter all the time, it used to tell you that you could download this app that tells you when somebody has unfollowed you or something like that. Is that the same thing for IG? Because I don't be knowing when somebody unfollow. I don't even know that on Facebook. If you following me or on my page as a friend and then you just disappear, I don't know a child unless you somebody I talk to on the regular. Then I know you gone then, but I don't know, and I really don't give a shit, to tell you the truth. I just wonder, you know, why, if that did go down like that, why Tamar so angry with? Yeah, what did Monica and Toya do to you? Because they went on the show? That can't go on this show? You got a show, according to you, that will premiere in September 2017. Will y'all be watching? I won't be watching. I don't have nothing. Tamar just not my favorite Braxton. I mean, I fucks with Tony, and I fucks with Tony, you know, on two levels. One, we are sisters in lupus, and I fuck with her music. I love me some Toni Braxton voice. But I don't care about stuff like that. I don't know why people have, you know, it kills me. People worry about the wrong damn thing all the time. I would not have been worried about that story, or whether or not she's following somebody or she's not following somebody, and the reasons behind it. Child, I feel like that's part of why I don't do a whole lot of social media. And I'm going to be honest with y'all, because social media will take over your life. For real. It is a gnat flying in here, because I just bought some damn peaches from the farmer's market. Shit. Okay. I'm going to make me a peach cobbler tomorrow, honey. But, I talk enough on Facebook and I talk on YouTube. You know, fuck a Twitter, IG, and a Snapchat. I ain't got time for that. I'm very selective, even to who be on my Facebook. And I just told y'all why earlier, but I don't understand and I don't care. But I want to know, will y'all be watching the new Tamar show? If you will, let me know down in that comment. And let me know if you like watching the season 3 of The Real. Is it good now? The one episode I did kind of try to watch when Tamar was on there, it just, I ain't like it. I don't know. I'm not too big on talk shows or nothing like that. But y'all let me know. Weigh in and tell me how you feel about that whole situation. Now, let's talk about our friend, Mr. Malachi Love Robinson, who done been arrested yet again, this time for fraud. Now, he already had the charges on him from trying to impersonate a doctor. Well, he decided, before this case is even settled and he know what he gonna be facing, that he wanted to buy him an old Jaguar. So he used this godmother to go down to the dealership, and when they was down there, one of the workers or someone associated with that dealership actually recognized him. They didn't know exactly where they knew him from, but they decided to, instead of just letting alone, you know, the process go through and letting him get the Jaguar, they told him to come back the next day. They gave him time to do a run of his name and maybe his Google image. I don't know. But child, he come back there the next day, and the dealer was telling the lady, you know, you just co-signed for, you know, you're here to co-sign for his Jag. She said, no, I'm not. He said, well, that's not what these papers say. Apparently, he had to put this woman's signature. She had did a Candace from Have and Have Nots. He put this woman's signature, signed the paperwork, and it wasn't her signature. And according to the people at the dealership, they also let her know he had bought several other items recently, within days ago, that bear her name as a co-signer on there. And I'm like, Malachi, so now you're already defrauded the people that told them you was a doctor, had folks coming and see you and let you work on their bodies and touch them and stuff. Now you have a charge of fraud on you because you done signed this woman's name on paperwork to get items that you know she wasn't in agreement with. Finna tear that woman a little piece of credit good. Child, they called the police on him, so now he facing fraud charges as well. What's wrong with him? Why don't he just go to school? Ain't nothing wrong with going to school. What's wrong with him? If you want to be a doctor and all that, just go to school. You done been in the news so much. Do you know that there are fools out here who will actually help you go to school? They will actually do GoFundMes and all kinds of stuff to help you go on and be a doctor if that's what you truly want to be in your life. Why are you doing that? Why you keep doing that? See, now that's a scammer right there. Not a bitch that's running from a domestic situation that picked up a couple of aliases when he was getting close. That ain't scamming. Scamming is when you sit here and you do shit like what he doing. He had this fake ass clinic. None of his credentials real. Had people coming to see him, working on them, touching them and stuff. And now he done sat here and played this old lady name and signed and got items for probably, you know, less than what he would have had to pay had he used his own name. And that's fraud. I don't understand why would he do that to her. Clearly the lady had no knowledge, because when she was at the dealership, they told her. I don't understand that. Child, Malachi need to get his life for real. He really need to get himself together. I don't know what to say about somebody like that. I don't understand what he doing. I mean, and then it's not like we don't know who you are now. People know who you are because of you having the fake doctor's office. Why would you add more misery to what you probably already going through? What's wrong with you? Y'all, I was on the Facebook. I was down there on the Facebook, y'all. And a story ran across my feed, and I went and clicked on it. This man came and picked up his 4-year-old daughter, took her back to Katy, Texas, where he lived, from Louisiana. The mother lives here in Louisiana. Found out that the mother has moved on. She moved in with a new man. She's starting anew. And he decided that he was going to take his life as well as the 4-year-old. And he did that. Mental illness is nothing to play with. Depression ain't nothing to play with. I say that because I went to the Instagram that the mother put up, and my heart went out to that lady. It really did. As a mother, I could just imagine. I can't even imagine that. I can't. I can just sympathize with how she must feel. You let your child go with his daddy, and the daddy found out that you done moved on from whatever it is y'all had, and he kills himself and your child. Clearly, he had some serious mental issues that no one knew about. That's why I say you gotta be careful how you deal with people sometimes. A lot of people think that I be pussy punking down, and y'all know what I'm talking about. But I don't. I just don't. I recognize mental illness in people, okay? And I'm not going to further aggravate that, okay? When I see somebody that I deem to be mentally unstable, I don't go word for word with that person. I kind of basically back up and give them all the space they need. Bitch, I'll move to get away from some shit like that, because people that ain't all together up here will hurt you. They really will. They become obsessed with you to the point where they can't live their lives without bringing you up every couple or so, every day or every other day or every couple of months. I mean, they just, it's just a lot with mental illness. And I know this man had issues, but he probably masked them so well that that girl parents, I mean, his parents and her wasn't able to tell how far gone he was in the head. That story really ate me up, and that's really what prompted me to go ahead on and come through and do a video, because I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I suffer from depression, and I don't like feeding negativity into my spirit, okay? And sometimes when I come on here and I do these videos, I don't care how many views I get on the videos, I also get a lot of bullshit from people, and sometimes you don't want to hear that shit, you know? When you done had a hard day or a hard week, you want to go what makes you happy. That's why I used to make so many more videos than what I did. And I'm finna move into another form of the conversation. So RIP to that young man and that child. I don't know the situation, the story's still developing, but if y'all know somebody that's out here reckless, and as my nephew might be, say, all willy-nilly with it, please help them. Please offer some form of help for them. Even if you got to call somebody on their ass, call somebody. I would rather have you call somebody and they go in for an observation where the doctors can probably look at them and talk with them and determine that they do need some type of psychological help, opposed to being quiet, laughing in the background, everything they do is funny, and that motherfucker kill themselves or they hurt somebody else, okay? That's all I have to say about that. But back to what I was saying, I lost my train of fucking thought. Mental illness is real, you know? Back to the depression thing. Depression is real. I don't take it lightly when somebody say they depressed. Now, I don't show my depression. I don't show my emotions on this platform anymore. And part of why is because so much has happened down here for me, okay? I have gone through a whole lot, and I'm still here today. But I ain't gonna lie, it took away from some of the joy sometimes that I had in uploading. Sometimes when I was at my lowest, I used to come on YouTube, do a video, and get feedback from you all, and it made it all the more better. That's not the case nowadays. I still enjoy my YouTube, but I am very selective about what I share now. That's why a lot of times you guys don't get story time. See, what y'all didn't realize was my story times, unlike a lot of people on YouTube that do story times, my shit was real. My shit was stuff that I actually encountered or went through, and you know, now it's hard for me to want to get on here and share aspects of my life, because I don't know who listening and who gonna try to find out this. I mean, my sister's address been put everywhere. Y'all honestly believe that was my address, and ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it, because that's my mailing address. It was anyway, but it's just not right. It ain't nothing I'm doing in my life over here on YouTube that means that the world needs to know every aspect of my being. It's not your goddamn business. I don't want to know everything about you. But that shit can bring you to a depression. And sometimes I fight it. I fight it a lot, because I ain't built to break. You see? No matter what go on, I'm going to still come down through here, and I'm going to do my videos. Ain't nobody going to silence me until I'm ready to be silenced. I'm going to silence myself, or God is going to silence me by taking me from this earth. That's the only way I'm going to go. Until then, I'm going to continue to upload. I thank all my supporters, my true supporters, my love things out there that fucks with a bitch, because tell you the truth, it's hard, y'all, when you go from being the most celebrated fucking YouTuber in the smaller sector to being one of the most talked about. It's hard. And all because social media. And I'm going to tell you how I tie all that together. All this shit was a downfall, a ripple effect, an avalanche from me getting on social media. I used to think my social media was where, especially my Facebook, was where I could vent. I could say things that I was feeling that, you know, I could get that out, because I'm not good at talking to people. It may seem like I am, but I really am not. I'm good at talking to you, but I'm not good at sharing things about my life. I'm a very private person, and I've been through so much shit in my life, from the domestic abuse to, different things I've gone through in different stages in my life. It all started when I was a child, going through child molestation. Then it trickled over into domestic abuse in my relationships, a bad marriage, all that shit, and sometimes I'm not good at talking to people about them situations, because sometimes that shit still hurt to this day, but I'm the type of person that I put my feelings deep down inside. So when I started using social media, I would use my Facebook as an outlet for me. That was an outlet. When I couldn't say it on camera, I could always say it on Facebook. And I put some shit on Facebook, and it shook some people, and this is what I got in the end. Not understanding that she's just speaking. She's just speaking from her heart right now. She ain't trying to start no shit. She don't want no shit. She ain't trying to expose nothing. She just wants she just want to get it out, what she feeling right now. And it took on a whole new meaning, and then I became the worst thing since slavery on YouTube. Thank God that the Lord is merciful, and people got good goddamn sense to know that I'm not no badass person, I ain't never asked nobody for a damn thing. Now, I did put up a fan funding. That's because my channel is eligible for that. And if I want to upgrade my shit, like y'all want me to cook and stuff like that, I got to make sure I keep the compound, the trailer park together. I ain't never told y'all I was no, millionaire, or I'm making this many figures. I don't put that shit out there. You know what I'm saying? I told you the truth, and I told you as much about me as you needed to know. Others felt like it was necessary to try to dig into a whole background and try to see what you could find out about me. And at the end of the day, what did it do for you? I'm still on YouTube. I still have a nice size following. Yeah, you crippled me in April. You fucked me up in April, but by June, God, that's all I got to say. I get mine, okay? Ain't nothing stopped for me. The only thing that now is different about me now, opposed to a few months ago, is I ride by my motherfucking self, and I'm happy with it. I don't care about the names that I get called. I don't care about that, because I ain't hurting for nothing. I eat good. You see how big I am? Bitch, I eat. Where I stay is irrelevant. Just know one thing. I ain't in a cardboard box with a blanket. What my prior names were, or my name is today, is irrelevant. I'm doing what I have to do to continue to live in this world. I ain't bothering nobody. But people love to bother me. And I find it, if sometimes it get to be too much, and I separate myself from it. But I want to do my story times again. I'm just afraid of what to share nowadays. Because social media can be your friend, but it can also be your demise. Okay? And until I am back at a comfortable state, then there ain't gonna be no damn story times, I'm not gonna do all of that. And I ain't never gonna change me for you. Never. I ain't never gonna change who I am. If I do change, it's gonna be a change for the better. God, let me live till Wednesday, Thursday, I don't remember which day it is. Next week, I'll be 44 years old. That's a blessing. Considering what I battle, health-wise, that's a blessing. And it just kills me how people think that talking about lupus and my heart condition somehow hurts my feelings. Child, I lived through this stuff, so I don't give a damn if you believe or don't. But I tell you one thing, I'm probably going to be here when a lot of y'all ain't. So when a person, stop kicking people when you think they down. You know, if you ain't hitting that PayPal link and you ain't in here laying in this bed with me, and you ain't bringing no half of your check to me, and you ain't putting no food up in that ice box and deep freeze up in there, then most of the time your opinions are just like your assholes. We all got one. And shit come out of everybody's. Okay, so there it is. But take mental illness serious, because it is a serious situation, and it's an issue, a major issue in the black community that we overlook time and time again, because as black people, we don't like to admit when something's wrong. It's okay to say that your ticker ain't working right. If my ticker stop working right, I want somebody to reach out and touch me, honey. Please help me. Help me if I can't help myself. That's just and that's how I feel about it. That's real talk there. Let me get on off this shit, because I ain't talking about no particular person, but I'm sure that people going to be running on this video and running back, and next week it'll be a whole new slew of fuck Lady Nika videos and all that shit like that. I don't give a shit. I wouldn't talk about your ass. Most of y'all that don't like me on here, I don't even, you dead to me. I funeralized your asses months ago. I don't care. Call me whatever you want to call me. Just don't call me, please. Thank you. Now, last story I heard about was, it appears now Mr. Kendu Isaac, the former manager, well, I don't know if he's a former manager and about to be ex-husband, but Mary J. Blige's old man is now trying to seek spousal support in their divorce. Now, I got a problem with that. First of all, if you've been her manager for all these years, don't tell me you were not getting a cut of her money anyway. So, if you already as her manager was getting a cut, why do she need to pay you spousal support? She ain't stopped you from making money. Usually, spousal support is given to the person because at some time or another, that person assumed full responsibility for you for X amount of time period, and that is what gives you the grounds to get some type of spousal support. And for those who want to jump down in my damn comments and think you're going to tell me, now you can't tell me shit, because I got spousal support up until last year. For the years I sat at home with the children. Had I had a career and really was in my career doing a whole lot, 90%, well, 80% of my life was my children, okay? And 20% was working on business, well, restaurants. Y'all know that's my thing. One of these days, God may give that back to me again, but if he don't see fit to do it, I'm fine. I'm good with what I do right now. I'll be the plate lady, but the plate lady pay her bills. But, you know, I don't understand why he would be asking for spousal support. So, okay, I know you probably ain't gonna be her lawyer no more. I mean, her manager no more. But weren't you in the business? I mean, I don't know. Y'all may know more about their background than I do. What, he already, like, behind the scenes in the music business making okay amount of money? Do you feel that he's entitled to spousal support at the end of their marriage? Especially now that Funky Dineva done told us that it's being reported that he was messing around with Korean Stephens, a.k.a. Superhead. And who all she ain't slept with? I don't ever want to be no celebrity to have my man around her. Child. Why would you? What's wrong with a woman like that? You just a human cum dumpster. I mean, like, for real, for real. I looked at that girl. I went and Googled her, you know. And I don't understand why she can't, why did she do this to herself? I didn't understand when she was exposing different celebrities that she had slept with. Why you do that? Girl, have some pride about yourself. All coins ain't good coin. I'm not going to make myself look like no hoe for no dollar. I ain't finna holler for shit. I know some will holler for $1, but I ain't finna do that, child. I ain't finna do all that there. But that's pretty much all. Child, I done gave y'all a damn 50-minute video. That's good enough. Now, in closing, as always, I do like to shout out people at the end of my Fuck Shit Friday and Shit Talking Saturday videos. There's a new guy on the YouTube scene. I'm going to link his channel down in the description below. He's a young kid. that's been watching me apparently for some time. And he reached out to me to ask me would I watch his coming out video. Upon going over there, dope. I'm sorry. Upon going over there, I listened to his story and I've heard it before. I've seen it turn out good and I've seen it turn out bad. I'm not a member of the LGBT community. However, I am a mother of a LGBT community person. Okay? And in this video, you can see the internal struggle. And I truly just wanted to wrap my arms around him in that moment when I watched that video, because he's conflicted. And if he doesn't get the support that he needs, this could turn bad for him. So the new person I'm talking about, his channel is called What's Up with Jay. What's Up? It's Jay Woods. I'm going to put it in the description box. And y'all know I don't ask y'all to do a lot. I don't. But I'm asking each and every person with a compassionate heart. If you was a mean bitch, don't go over there. Keep your honorary ass somewhere else. But if you got compassion in your heart and you want to support somebody young that's in a in-between stage in their life, dealing with their own, identity, please go over there and subscribe to this young man's channel and give him some encouraging words. You could tell him Lady Nika sent you. If you need to tell him that, tell him that. I don't have no problem with that. But I worry because down here in the South, coming out can be real bad. It can go good or it can go bad. And I don't think he's in a position right now to where he can leave the South and live his life the way he wants to. He is here. And I want to make sure that he gets as much moral support as he possibly can get from this platform. I don't care if you dog me. I'm grown. I can take it, bitch. Talk about me. I ain't gonna do nothing but cuss your ass out and block you anyway. But for those of you that got compassion, and he don't make no long videos like this or nothing like that, but if you can just kind of go over there and show your love, I sure would appreciate it, honey. I sure would, okay? Another person, it's _Kayla. I remember her when she was KJ Speaks. I used to watch her Hollywood X's videos all the time and her Real Housewives of Atlanta. She took a moment off, but she back now. She done uploaded her Have and Have Nots and some other shows and stuff. Y'all, she funny. She funny. She blog on the go sometime. So, you gonna see her moving around. But she's funny and she's very thorough. A lot of y'all say y'all watch me because y'all like the thoroughness of my videos. You'll get the same thing for her. If she forgets something and you put in that panty section, she might go back and talk about this shit next week when she do her next review. She's just a very nice girl, and I like her because, for one, when all of the bullshit went down, she ain't judge a bitch. She stayed true to me. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't there. She ain't had nothing to do with that. She stayed neutral, and she stayed supporting my channel. And now that she has stepped back into the game, don't go over there fucking with her. But please, if you want to watch a new YouTuber, I'm going to put What's Up with Jay Woods down in my description box, the link. And I'm going to put It's Kayla, formerly known as KJ Speaks, down on there for those that may watched her last year when she was on. She been gone for a minute, but she back with the jump off beach. So get on it, okay? And that's about all I have to say on this edition of Shit Talk Saturday. I tried to make this as long as possible because I know from time to time y'all be wanting me to do these conversation pieces, and I be wanting to do them sometimes. Sometimes I don't feel like the shit because I told y'all I'm nervous about certain things. My children and my family didn't sign up for YouTube. I did. But that's it. That's all. I'll be back momentarily with this week's past episode of Queen Sugar. Is anybody watching too close to home, or do I need to be trying to push it to stay up and get the review out that night? Because Oh, am I not doing it right? Y'all tell me what y'all think down there. Oh, I already announced I will not be doing American Horror Story. I cannot deal with them reenactments. I ain't gonna be able to bring y'all. I can't do it. It's just certain things in life I can't do, and that's one of them. So I'm not doing that. I'm going to keep my lineup like it is. The only thing gonna be added is Empire when it returns, and of course y'all know when How to Get Away with Murder come back. I'm on that shit like that there too. Yes, and God. Also, I was gonna do a prediction video, but for season 5 or have nots, I really don't feel like it. But if y'all just want to hear, put it down in the pen, and I'll find some energy, some strength, and some motivation from some goddamn way to do it. But if y'all don't really care and it ain't gonna matter, y'all could go over to my nephew Mike B. He did it. He did have not predictions for season 5. He sure did. It was real good too. So you go over there and watch that. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna try to remember to link his video down in my description box. Y'all go watch that. But if y'all just want me to do it, y'all just want to see a bitch face and gaps, I will come down here and I will do that for y'all, because I ain't shit without y'all, okay? Especially on this platform, okay? Thank y'all. To the real, true A1 from day one love things, and the ones that have come along, bitch, y'all is my niggas. If don't nothing in life get no bigger, okay? Know that when I say I care, I really do be caring about my subscribers. I really do. I worry about y'all and shit, just like y'all worry about me. I'm quick to respond to you. If you send a whole email, she don't be taking no 72 to 40, no 72 hours and longer to respond. I give you instant return, instant conversation back, and it ain't because I ain't got shit to do, because sometimes I'm whipping a bowl up of whipped cream and some shit, and at the same time I'm typing on that phone. So y'all mean as much to me as I mean to some of y'all. Y'all don't know I draw strength from y'all a lot of times. Sometimes it's not easy to be on this bitch, but I'm here anyway. And with that being said, that ends Shit Talking Saturday. In the meantime, in between time, please like, comment, subscribe. Please go in the panty section and get these people's channels, and peace.